Hey everyone, it's Andres. Today we're gonna check out this cool startup wireless tattoo machine, ACUS M1. This machine is designed and made by two engineers what used to work in other tattoo brand companies, the big tattoo brand companies. Probably you use some of their machines already yourself. And I think this was kind of their dream product, maybe they're both friends. I don't know the backstory of it all, but I assume when you work for the bigger company or corporation or something, and if you're like engineer or artist or whatever, you always have so much more things in your mind what you want to do, and maybe you offer them to the boss or owners or whatever, and they always kind of like, no, I'm not that sure about this and that and stuff. And I kind of have a feeling that this is what they both maybe wanted to present to the world, but maybe they were not possible to do it through the companies they worked before, and they got together and kind of made this one as their startup, as their first project. It took them around a year time to make this machine possible and stuff, and it's pretty awesome, and let's check it out. So it comes in this box. It's really well done and well presented as well. You can feel that they really cared about their product. There's a lot of things inside: manuals, stickers, some of the elastic bands and O-rings and stuff, and more information. This is for additional grips. There's a charger for the batteries with USB end. There's no adapter with it, so you'll have to get yourself one if you need to. Most of the people do have USB plugs somewhere. 2 batteries comes with it. 2 extra cams, one is already installed there, so you have 3mm one, 3.7mm one, and 4.5mm. 3mm will be of course softer shader, and 4.5 will be like more like liner or power packer, and 3.7 is kind of good all-rounder. And we have this key what you can use to change the cams with, and then you have this tool what you can use to open the machine for the autoclaving. I'll show you that as well. And here is the machine, all nice, smooth finished everywhere, and adjustable grip there, it's like smoothly as well goes. So here's where you put the batteries in. Close it like this. Here we have display. To turn it on, just press the middle button here. You probably can hear it, it's really smooth. Just buttons up and down. And just stop it as well with a single button. So what you notice here, it's actually in hertz. The power is in hertz, not in voltage, so that can confuse many of the people. Personally, for me, no issue at all. As you know from my previous videos, or for me myself, I don't really tend to check on the voltage at all. I kind of go through machine how it feels and how it feels on the skin, and I can kind of tell if it's too fast or too slow or something like that. If I tattoo and I feel that I need to increase voltage, I can just increase it without even looking at it, because I don't really care what the numbers are there, because to me that doesn't change anything. But if you used to, like most of us, if you used to voltage, normal voltage, and you know what you like and stuff like that, this could be a bit confusing. Even though you know what you like, every single machine is a little bit different anyway, and you will have to adjust it. So I think it's not bad at all, and I don't know why did they chose to do it in hertz. Maybe it's something to do with technical kind of reasons and stuff. It also has 6 different motor modes, and that's different to the give or no give mode, what they describe it themselves. So the motor, you can adjust it from like powerful brushless motor or to like soft kind of brushed motor, and actually that option is really good. It's quite hard for me to explain exactly how it feels, because I believe this is the only machine with such a sensitive options for your adjustments, I guess. To switch between those modes, all you need to do is hold the middle button, and when this goes blinking, then you can adjust it to M-3, -2, -1, or the 0, that's standard one, and +1 and +2. So +2 will be, of course, the hardest hitting one. So all of those will make a difference when you're tattooing. Obviously, if you're lining, you would want it a bit harder hitting, and if you want the smoother shades, you will want to go in a softer one. But most of the times when I use it, I try to do an M0 mode, and that seemed to work for everything, like a good all-rounder. Also with hertz as well, I just go how it is on 100 hertz. Pretty much I got this machine out of the box, and that's how I use it for most of my tattoos. I haven't even switched the different cams, because I don't even feel like that, because again, with all those hertz and all those motor modes options, it just feels such a good all-rounder anyway as it is, without even touching anything else and without switching anything. But I would definitely gonna try it, and if the difference will be mind-blowing, if I'll like fall from my chair how good the machine is, then I'll definitely make another review video about it and you will be able to know more about that. So machine is designed really clever where you can take it all apart and autoclave it, and that's probably one of the coolest things about this as well. Of course, autoclavable grips, but you can get additional ones as well. Then we can remove this part. We'll take the battery out, and with this tool over here, what comes with it, you can unscrew this part as well. That comes all apart. This is what you're left with. This is basically like skeleton of the machine, and all these parts are autoclavable, including this one. You need to take the rubber bands off, of course, and you can change the cams as well over there to the other ones. So taking it apart only takes few seconds, and you have all these things what you can autoclave, and you will know that it's super clean and everything is like legit. And I believe this is the only pen machine out there where you can open everything and make sure you wash and clean every single piece of the machine. Right, let's put it all together. We're gonna lock it with this. All done and ready to go. Another thing forgot to mention, there's also this one for software updates. It says no charging there as well, so you can't charge the battery using that one. It's just for the software updates. I haven't plugged it in at all, and I think you don't really need to. Maybe in the future they will design something else, and this will be, I don't know, you can be able to maybe merge it together with some of the foot pedals or something like that. I'm not sure. Probably there will be something more coming up in the future for this. It's really well balanced and it's easy to work with it. Even after long hours of work, still feels quite good. All the weight is more towards the front and the back is really light. And yeah, the balance is great on this one. And changing batteries could be a bit tricky, of course, if your machine is all covered, like I do cover mine with all that, and you need to unscrew all this and remove the battery. So you definitely need to change like the gloves and change the wrapping around. It doesn't take long at all, just a quick break for you and customer, but still it's a bit tricky. And for me, it lasts about 5 hours. One battery, so definitely I need to change it between my tattoos, but only one change because I don't really tattoo more than 10 hours, so usually I tattoo around 8 hours, and with one change it's all good. So that's that. You just put it back, battery in, screw it back, and you're ready to go. And that's about it. So what I think about this machine. So first of all, when I got it, as soon as I started working it, I realized it works differently to anything else pretty much I've worked in the past like 6-7 years maybe. I think for the first time it kind of felt almost exciting to work with the machine because it felt differently. So sometimes I remember with the coil machines, because when you work with the coils, some of you worked probably as well with many of them, you can feel huge difference between like coil machines, almost like there's a soul in them. And when you do the rotary machines, sometimes it's all about the same because it's just the same motor kind of movement. It depends on the machine, how it's built and stuff like that. Of course, depends on the give and throw and like all those details. They do change, but not that much, But with this one, I definitely felt that something is different, and I can't really tell you what exactly. But when I was working with it, I was like, damn, this is a different machine to something else. So that's pretty exciting. And with all those modes, what's in there, I kind of felt that there's so much more to experiment with this one. It just feels like there's, I don't know, 20 machines or 30 machines in one of these. That's pretty cool, I guess, because you can adjust to the way you work and you can find the way you like the most. I used to remember that I loved to experiment when I was like more kind of, I guess, trying to find myself, and I was experimenting a lot more with machines. But now I just have so much less time to do so, and that's why kind of sometimes working with this I'm like, oh god, is this the right or this is the wrong one for today? So that kind of confuses me a little bit, but again, I really still enjoy working with this machine. I'm pretty much on any of those modes. I can do line work, I can do shading, I can do soft blends and everything but I want. But with all those modes, I kind of need to almost adjust myself to it and need to think how to do it. But that makes it really interesting, to work with it, and it's fun. What would I recommend it for? Again, for everyone probably, if they want to try to experiment and stuff, if all those modes and all those hertz doesn't confuse you, and if you're happy to try it out and experiment a bit more, then definitely this is fun machine to use. And also I love that it's autoclavable, that you can take it all apart and you can properly sterilize. That's something most of the artists really need to think about a lot, and it's pretty cool about that. As your first machine, would I recommend this one? Probably also yes, because with all those modes, it's almost like you have so many machines in one. And if it would be your first machine, you wouldn't know how other machine works. So I think this would be a really fun one. I would say this is like probably the most all-rounder machine out there, one of the most advanced one, especially for wireless one, definitely the one where you can change pretty much everything and adjust it to your needs, to what you're looking to get out of the machine. This is the one, because I'm sure you can set it up as a liner, as a power liner, or as the softest shader, and just as a good all-rounder with like a medium cam and medium mode, what I use it for. And if you want to support small businesses, again, check it out. All the links will be below, and all the information down there, you can find it. You can check them all out on website and Instagram accounts and everything like that. So again, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know in comment section below if you have one of those and what you think about it. And if I forgot anything, let me know in comments below. I'll try my best to answer every single question you have there. And again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.